Facebook says it will create 10,000 jobs in the European Union over the next 5 years to develop what they're calling a metaverse. The concept is a 3D internet where people can use devices to game, work and move in a virtual environment. Well, let's talk now to Joseph Evans, head of tech at research firm Endus Analysis, who will hopefully unpick this for us. So, Joseph, we're saying this metaverse is a 3D internet, but what does that mean and how will it work?
Well, it's a little difficult to kind of conceptualize because it doesn't exist. But the idea of the metaverse is that it's kind of like a collection of virtual spaces that you can access using your connected devices, particularly supporting things like virtual reality or augmented reality applications. And you can think of it like a version of the World Wide Web, one that you enter into and kind of move around in spatially. And that better supports a lot of activities that benefit from a sense of presence, like live events, socializing, or training or education. And of course, everyone's conception is going to be different, but the basics kind of look a bit like that.
So Facebook is making it a priority. Why is it so important for it?
Well, partly it's just a good story that might get people excited again about Facebook's mission after a few years where that's been kind of harder to whip up excitement around. But there are business reasons for them to be involved as well. So first off, it combines Facebook's core social business, which is Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, with their virtual reality business, which is based on its $2 billion acquisition of Oculus in 2014. And then second, if the metaverse really is the future of connected computing, Facebook wants to be at the heart of shaping it and ensuring that Facebook's interests are properly represented in the way the metaverse works. In other words, they want to be able to keep serving people ads, generating commerce and making money from that, even if the way that we interact online changes fundamentally to a kind of metaverse.
And Facebook has faced a series of scandals over recent months. Is this something of an attempt to divert attention and rebuild its reputation?
Well, I think this is the metaverse is something that Facebook would be pursuing anyway for those business reasons that I mentioned. And it's worth reiterating that it's going to take a decade or more to really come to full fruition. The metaverse, Facebook says it's 10 or 15 years away, and I think they're looking at least that timescale for a change of this magnitude. So if it is just damage limitation from the latest crisis, it's probably not a very good strategy. And that's not to say that this isn't a PR exercise, but it probably fits in a slightly different bucket to just deflecting from the latest scandals.
So why has it chosen the EU as the place where it's focusing on and launching all the jobs from?
Well, Facebook knows that there are many lawmakers and regulators in the EU who don't hold the company in high esteem. And in recent years, the EU has proved itself willing to intervene in digital markets with new laws and regulations, regulatory action. And then meanwhile, for Facebook, the Europe region accounts for about a quarter of all its sales. So it makes sense that Facebook will want to make a song and dance when they invest in the region, maybe build a bit of goodwill with politicians through employing people there.
Okay, Joseph Evans from Endus Analysis, thank you very much indeed for joining us.